Hello, everyone. It's Lakaya again. Let's wait for a few seconds and see if we can't get a couple of people in here before we just start discussing our theory. Um, with that being said, do make sure to give a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. Subscribe. Subscribers are always greatly appreciated. You're like family. And leave a comment. Comments are approved. But as long as there's no douchebaggery in the comment, I'll approve it. I don't always get to respond back, but I do read every single comment that comes through. I see we have one person in here and a thumbs up. Thank you for that. That's probably Vault, my lovely husband from the Vault of Nightmares. Oh, that's Richard. Hi, Richard. How are you? Just waiting on a few more people to see if they'll come in here and let's discuss the theory I've come up with in my head of Dogman pups. I mean, we've talked about Dogman pups before, but, I have a little bit of experience with canines, so I thought maybe this would be a good place to start, a discussion, a real genuine discussion about dog men and dog women, I guess you should say, and the way they may raise their pups. I see we have two people in here, 2 thumbs up. Hi, David. How are you? Thank you for joining in. I hope y'all can hear me okay. We're doing, of course, once again, the bedside headboard live stream. I have a phone stand. I don't know why I don't use it. And the reason why y'all aren't seeing my face is because, hey, Wig. Hey, Boo Thing. The reason why y'all aren't seeing my face is because, 1, my hair is greasy. I have not washed it today. 2, it is up in a bun. 3, I'm not gonna lie, I ain't got no bra. I'm a real girl. 4, I have slept all day. And 5, I need to go take a bath. So, I thought I would get this done, though, before I handled all that. Oh, David, you're in Chicago. Isn't that known as the Windy City? I could be wrong. I'm not for sure. Let me see. Live chat. Yep, the Windy City. Okay, I thought so. I don't know if I can handle all the wind. The cold in the south is bad enough for me. Hey, Andrew, what's up, fam? Thank you for joining in. Well, I guess I can go ahead and kind of get started, and everybody else can just kind of catch up, I guess. On my way to cold Green Bay. Oh, my goodness. Well, be safe, that's for sure. Back in the day, several years ago, Miss Lakaya used to help run a 501(c) animal shelter. And we would have to do all types of rescues and stuff. And I can remember this one time. Hey, James, how are you? I can remember this one time having to go out. We ran it for the city. Now, the city and the county were 2 separate things. The city had an animal shelter, and that was nonprofit. And the county had a pound. And they really didn't cross boundaries. Well, right in between the city and the county, there was a garbage heap. And there was some men out there one day throwing some garbage away, and they could hear pups, little bitty baby pups, but they couldn't find them. And me and the animal control officer had to go out, and hi, Miss Carol, how are you, sweetheart? we had to go look for these pups. And I remember these pups, the garbage heap was off in the edge of the woods. And I can remember finding these pups back down this trail that leads off beside the garbage heap back into the woods. It was like a cut through for the property. And way good down the trail, this mama dog off the trail about 15, 20 feet had made her a nest of pine straw and had her pups in there. And her pups were only a few days old, to where she was in the process of starting to move her pups on down even further down the trail from this garbage heap. And I remember I had to go and grab a tote out of the back of the animal control officer's truck and go gather up all these puppies. And I'm going to tell you, there's about 12 puppies. It was a lot of puppies, between 9 to 12, but it was a good many. And bless this mama dog's heart, she had a litter. And then we had to catch the mama dog, and that took 2 days to catch her because she would run off every time we got close to her. So we were having to supplement the pups with bottles until we could catch the mama dog. But it got me to thinking about dog men, or dog women, exactly. We always hear dog men this, dog men that, always from a male's perspective, but never from the female's perspective. Not really. You hear it in passing, but they're more talked about in an aggressive form or an elusive form than they are talking about them as canines that possibly give birth in multiples. And that's one thing I want to talk about. These canine creatures, and I'm saying canine so because I really don't like the term dog man or dog woman, dog lady, dog baby, whatever. Do they have multiple births? I know in goats they have singletons, but they can also have twins and triplets, just like deer. Twins happen. And in regular canines, they have whole litters. So what about dog women per se? Do they have single births? Do they have twins, triplets, quads? It got me to thinking, okay, well, if they're out in the woods, do they make nests like regular canines? Do they do dens like foxes? It made me wonder exactly how they would give birth, being that they may be a canine that is excruciatingly big and extremely large. What type of, because, like I said, I seen this mama dog make a nest out of pine straw for her puppies. And then she laid on them, kind of like a chicken laying on eggs, to keep them warm, because it was cold, it was the wintertime. So it made me wonder, how big of a nest would a dog man have to make for puppies? A dog woman, per se. Let's say she had 2 pups. Where in the world is she going to make a den for these pups, let alone a nest for these pups, being that big? Carol said, I remember hearing they have dens like wolves do. Exactly, but wolves, think of how big a den is for a wolf. Now times that. Because we're not talking about a regular wolf size or even a dire wolf size. We're talking about something even much bigger, much larger than that. That's some big ass den, y'all. And exactly how is it that nobody has run across these things? Which got me to thinking. Yes, I'm live. That was my other phone. But it got me to thinking. These people that were at the garbage heap that found the mama dog and the pups I was previously talking about, got lucky that the mama dog wasn't aggressive towards them and she didn't come down the road and attack them. But it made me think, I wonder if that's how some of these hunters and hikers are going missing. Is they're stumbling upon this female dogman's nest, per se, her birthing area, her little home for her babies. And is she being aggressive? Is she attacking these hunters and killing them? Is this how she's feeding her family? Is this how she's gaining sustenance to be able to feed her pups? Is this why we can't find bodies today? Is this why we can't find bones and remnants of people left over that have gone missing for years and years? It makes you wonder. Let's see. Carol said they can have 2 to 4. That makes a lot of sense. Well, here's the thing I wanted to say about those pups we found. And I seen it in chat where it said those pups look like dogs, right? Well, here's the thing. Those were normal dogs. But they were rather large dogs at that, though. Now, they were rather large dogs, but the mama dog was a very large dog. Not quite as big as Bear, but she was pretty big. And she had, like I said, 9 to 12 puppies. 9 to 12 puppies. So, with all these dogmen running around, I'm thinking there has to be multiple births. I'm not thinking it's that many. Because if that's the case, we would have them everywhere. I'm talking about, y'all, we would have them 10 times more than what we have now. But there's got to be at least multiples being born to account for the accounts that are being told. Wig said, how many teats did they have? Hold on. More than 2 breasts would indicate multiple births. Hi, James. How are you? That's okay, James. This will stay up, so whatever you don't hear now, you can go back and listen to later. It's going to stay up. It makes sense that a mother dogman would kill to feed her pups. Exactly. I mean, think about it. If she's not wanting to leave her den and a hunter walks by, well, that's like free meal right there. She gains sustenance to feed her pups and to teach them how to feed. And then that's when the scenario begins of where they have their first taste of human flesh. Does that make them addicted? Does that make them crave human flesh after that? Is that why humans have so many sightings and encounters with these things now? You know, is that what happened? Let alone, Vamp, I have been messaging you. Message me back, girlfriend. I've been on Messenger messaging you. Trying to get a hold of you, girly. But it makes me wonder. And I love you, by the way, Vamp. You're my ride or die. You're my heart. I miss you and I love you. I will tonight. Okay, baby. Whenever you get the chance. I'm glad you're good because I haven't heard from you in a while. We got a lot of catching up to do. And I miss you and I can't wait to hear from you. And I love you. Mwah. I told y'all Vamp's my girl now. Oh my God, that just made my heart soar and pitter-patter. And Vamp, everybody's been asking about you, babe. So you got your fans and your subscribers wanting you back. Just letting you know. But it makes me wonder. Andy said also if they come in heat twice a year like dog, that could be an indicator. True that. Like and said, a concentration of encounters, attacks at any one time could be due to people stumbling on these dens. Exactly. Like I said, just think of how many people we have missing, how many hunters and people that, you know, have went in the woods hiking, and years later, we're still not finding bodies. We're still not finding, remnants of anything of them being left behind. What if not necessarily a Bigfoot or just a Dogman in general stumbled across them, but what if they stumbled across a den of a female Dogman and her pups? What if these people and their remnants are in these dens, and that's why nobody's finding them, because nobody's knowing exactly where to look? Because how many people out there actually believe in Dogman? I mean, let's be real. In the real world, how many people actually believe in Dogman? Especially search and rescue crews, our fine police departments and sheriff's departments and things like that, though. They're not going to go out and look for Dogman dens. They're just not. They're looking for human being bodies falling off cliffs, drowned in streams, etc., and things like that. But they're not going to look in a Dogman den, per se, if you're lucky enough to even find one. Because who knows how they have them hidden. Because it's got to be a big nest or a big den, first of all, to accommodate not only a one Dogman, but a Dogman and her pups. And like chat said, then you got to worry about how many times the Dogman goes into heat, how many pups she'll have, and then food for the pups. Hi, Freddie. How are you? How is everybody, by the way? Hi, Gramps. Gramps said, I wonder how fast they grow to reach size people see 5 feet to 8 feet or even bigger. Exactly. Because I'm going to tell you, my son got a little kitten at 6 weeks old a couple months ago. And that cat now looks like a fully grown cat. And we've only had this cat just for a couple of months. And it went from 6 weeks old to looking like a full-grown feline cat. A house cat at that. She's solid black. She's beautiful. Her name's Blakey. She's a diva. She hates me, but that's beside the point. But she's huge. Just think of how fast these things grow. Think of how fast they grow and can multiply. I know the pups that we have in my house, our two Vault's dog Tinkerbell and Cobra's dog Lala, each came into heat when they turned a year old. And since then, it's every 4 to 6 months, depends, they'll go into heat. And no, we're not breeding them. It's just because they're so tiny that we really don't like the idea of them getting fixed and having an operation because they're so little. But they're not being bred either. That's a big no-no. We don't need babies. But like I said, could you imagine what if the dog that I come upon with the puppies, could you imagine if that was Dogman puppies? And there were 12 of them? Thank goodness it wasn't. It was normal canine puppies, but could you imagine? What in the world would I have done with 12 Dogmen, dog women puppies? And would they resemble a canine more? Or would they resemble a Dogman more? And when they're little, do they stand up on 2 feet too? Or do they stand up on all fours until a certain age? And then they'll raise up? I wonder about that. These are questions that I haven't really, it's not that I haven't heard them being asked, I just really have not heard people discuss them in depth. They kind of pass it by, and then, they're more interested in encounters than actually discussing, the what ifs and things like that. Carol said, according to government agents, they grow exceptionally fast. I don't doubt it. I do not doubt it. Yes, some animals do eat the bones. Pigs. Pigs, I'm sorry, pigs won't leave nothing of a human behind. So, a dogman could do the same thing, because we're not talking about a regular canine here. We're not talking about just a regular dog. Even though a regular dog will eat bones too. Preferably not chicken bones, though, because they can hurt a dog. They splinter. But like a beef bone, a raw bone, dogs used to not be domesticated. They used to live in the wild. Dogs wasn't domesticated until, I used to know it. I can't remember it off the top of my head now. I digress. But dogs used to eat bones and the bone marrow and things like that. So I can only imagine what a dog man will do, or a dog woman will do, especially one that has pups, because she's going to be aggressive. Show me a female that's not aggressive when it comes to her young. Whether it's apes, people, snakes. I mean, it doesn't matter. When it comes to young, we're all like mama bears. You mess with our young, you're going to mess with the whole us. Gramps said, I would freak out to see a dogman pup. Hold on. Every time I go to read chat, my phone moves. I would freak out to see a dogman pup stand up on 2 feet, and it's about 2 feet tall. That resemble man and dog. My goodness. You're right, Vamp. Way more aggressive. I mean, look at how us humans act towards the animals we have in our household. You let somebody walk in my house and kick my dog and see if I don't come unglued on them. Better have brown pants on. You got that right. Speaking of brown pants, Vamp, if you have not, you need to go back and hear my vid Dogman Country. Girl, it was a shitty situation in that subscriber story, let me tell you. He had brown pants on for real. But I can only imagine somebody coming in and kicking my dog and how aggressive I would be. And I'm the parent of that dog, but I'm not the biological mother of that dog. Now, you come in and kick my kid, you may not be making it back out my house. Well, I wouldn't be that bad, but still, you get my point. You become aggressive when it pertains to your young. So, just think of a dog man, aka dog woman, dog lady. Just think of how aggressive she would be if somebody messed with her pups, or she thought you were getting too close to her pups and were going to bother her pups, take her pups, hurt her pups. I don't think anybody would make it out of there alive. I really do not. If I know my experience with Dogman, and it was an act of aggression on the Dogman's part, so I can only imagine a female. And I say the one we had was male, because in my mind, that's what I remember. That doesn't necessarily mean it wasn't female. It's just in my mind, I placed it as a male. I don't know why. I just do. I just remember it being a male. But like I said, I could be wrong. It could have been female, but I just remembered it as a male. So I can only assume that a female would be 10 times even worse than what I had to deal with of it charging our car and trying to flip us on the Natchez Trace that time. What would happen if her pups had been there with her? If it was a female. And she thought maybe we were too close to her pups. we probably would have gotten flipped and gotten drug out of the car and ate. But anyway, I'm wondering though if they, like I said, if they nest, because this dog, she didn't build a den. She dug down on the ground, made a little indention, and then packed pine straw in a circle all around, and that's where she had her pups in. So I was wondering, do dog women do that too? Just think how many women on PMS, how bad. Oof. Ooh, Lord. Y'all hold on for one moment. My asthma's kicking in. I had to get a drink. And I'm just going to have to use my inhaler. So y'all give me a moment. I'm sorry for this, but I have asthma and COPD, so I can't help it. Sometimes I just get choked up and winded, especially when I talk a lot. Just give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back with you. And you'll probably hear my inhaler. This stuff never tastes good. Ugh. Okay. Now maybe I can get back to breathing right. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm so sorry. But this is real life. This is really me. You get it all. The good, bad, and the ugly. Except for right now, you're not getting the ugly because I'm not turning my screen on. So you're getting my headboard. Because, y'all, if y'all seen me, I promise you I'd put Dogman to shame. I'm talking about hair in a bun, hair greasy. Y'all just don't know. No makeup on. My glasses half off my face trying to read this mess. Vamp said, I'm catching up this weekend. Oh no, finally someone wore the brown pants. Girl, yes, they wore the brown pants in that encounter. You've got to go hear it. Oh, Carol, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. I greatly appreciate it. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. And you guys, I hate to do a shameless plug, but I'm going to. I am trying to get my little channel to 1,000 subscribers. That's all I want, is 1,000 subscribers. I don't want to be a bigger channel. I'm not interested in all that. I just want, my goal since the day I opened my channel, Vamp will tell you, has been to have 1,000 subscribers. So if you would please like, comment, and share my streams and my videos and help me get to 1,000, it would be greatly appreciated. I'm trying to get it done before the end of the year. That was my goal. I don't know if I'll make it. I probably won't because I got a good ways to go. But I'm really trying here, and I'm trying to pump out some content because I want the first of the year for my channel to go in kind of not a different direction, but a more stable direction. I want more content being pumped out. I want more live streams being pumped out. I want to take y'all with me in places, and I want more one-on-one action with you guys. Y'all will probably, after the first of the year, y'all may see me on my weight loss journey. I'm an extremely large girl right now. I've gained over 100 pounds in a year on medication that the doctor wouldn't believe was making me gain weight. And, finally I had to be like, look, I've been this weight all my life, even after having 2 kids, until you put me on this medication for depression. And now I've done nothing but gain weight. Something's got to give. And I realized that if I go off the medication, that I need it more than I need to be off of it. So I still have to take the medication. I just have to do a totally different lifestyle. So starting at the first of the year, I am going to be changing my whole lifestyle around so I can lose some weight, get my weight down, get healthy. I don't care if I'm big. I want to be healthy. But if I could keep a booty, I'll be happy. You know what I mean? Got to keep a little something, some little thigh, a little bit of ankle or something. I'll be happy. But I may take y'all on that journey with me. I'm debating on that. Um, we may be going on some walks together. Who knows? Maybe we'll, run up on a Dogman or a Bigfoot or something. Lord knows I don't want to, but I got enough of that stuff in my backyard as is. Which is my second theory. And that is what I'm getting to right now. So we've discussed dog men, dog women, pups, nesting, and oh, Carol, thank you. Congratulations on losing 15 pounds. That is absolutely amazing. Girl, if I could lose 5 pounds right now, I would be jumping for joy and bending over and touching my toes. I'm telling you, and I can't even see my feet. Hey, Catalyst, how are you? It's okay for not making it in yesterday. You can always go back and give a listen and a like and a subscribe and a share when you feel like, At my channel, you come and go as you please. There's no expectations and, it's a non-judgment zone. Start going out in the woods with Vault. You'll get a lot of exercise running back to the truck. You got this. See, that is my other problem. I have a back problem. And we don't know if it is a disc or if it's weight. And they won't do nothing about it. They will not x-ray me or test anything until I lose weight to see if that's not what it is first. So I have a hard time walking. I have a hard time standing up. I'm talking about for any amount of time. So it makes it hard to exercise, walk, and lose weight. I mean, when I go to Walmart, y'all, I'm running around in the scooter. I'm not going to lie. I cannot walk around the store. It's still not that bad. And that's pure honesty and embarrassment coming from myself to y'all. That is the honest to God truth. So, hey, Chase, and everybody else joining, I greatly appreciate it. But, I got to do what I got to do for my health. I'm just unhappy. I've come to a point in my life I am unhappy, and it's time to get happy. And one of the things that make me happy is my YouTube family. So that's what I will be focusing on. But I digress. Back to Dogman. So with all that being said about Dogman pups and my little excursion of finding some in the woods, it made me wonder with this camera in my backyard and this thing one of the things we're seeing, we've already found, I took a picture of a little alien thing back there. I know we have some spirits back there. I know all about the spirits. They don't bother me. They can come and go as they please. They're fine. But then you've got this thing that looks like a Dogman. You've got this thing that looks like a Bigfoot. And I don't know if they stay separated on the property, if they walk by each other and, bump fist, high five, and say, let's scare the hell out of these people, or what they do. No, Carol, I have not seen the photos you sent to Vault. I have not even seen Vault today. I've got to get with him, and we've got to go over some stuff. Usually we go over his emails together. Lately that's how we've been doing it, but I have not been able to see any. And I haven't seen him today at all, so to be honest, I don't even know if he's home. Thank you, Shell. So, it makes me wonder, is there a Dogman in my backyard that has built a nest? Is she going to have babies in my backyard? Literally, that was the thought in my head this morning when I woke up. I was thinking I had a dream about those little puppies that I found. And I tied it in with Dogman, of course, because, that's what I do. And then I got to thinking, if there's a Dogman back here, is it male or female? Is it more than one? But especially, is it male or female? And is she going to have pups? come springtime, am I going to have some Dogman pups in my backyard? Because I would hate for one of those little things to be cute, come running up in my yard, me pet it, take it in, and then it'd eat my face off. Could you imagine? It'd be like that thing off that movie, that little dog where its mouth opens up and just, arr! No, thank you. I like my face. It's chubby and it's round, but it's mine. It's whole. I don't want it messed up. Ma'am said, oh, I bet it might be hella cute. I could imagine it being the most adorable little pup ever, but then it'd be like that vampire dog and eat my face off. That's what I'm scared of. Because I will take an animal in quick. I don't care. That's just me. We love animals. I'll take it in and rehome it, but it just made me wonder, am I going to have these little pups running around the back of my woods? And I'm sitting here going, oh, come here, baby, you're so cute, and then get my hand ate off. Could you imagine my luck? In all seriousness. And then it makes me wonder, Cobra, y'all know Cobra, my youngest son, he goes in these woods day, night, winter, spring, summer, fall, does not matter. Could you imagine him? And when I say he's tall and skinny, y'all, he's tall and skinny. Skinny, toothpick thin. He's a strong kid. He's just skinny. Could you imagine that thing picking up my child like a toothpick? Because he got too close to a den out there in the woods? And us not even know it's there? Hey, Lethal.
Hey.
Say hello to the people.
Hi.
I'm on live stream.
Okay, hey people.
We're talking about Dogman pups in the backyard.
Okay.
Yeah. Lethal, what would you do if there was a Dogman woman back there that had Dogman pups?
I have no idea how to even approach that situation.
Would you take the pup in?
Yeah, I like animals.
Lethal says, yeah, he would take the pup in. He likes animals. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. I'm going to get my face ate off. That's just all there is to it. We love animals too much.
Not too big on people, but big on animals.
He said he's not too big on people, but he's big on animals. See? I'm telling y'all, watch that cam. If y'all see little pups running through my backyard and all of a sudden their mouth opens up extremely wide and y'all see sharp teeth, let me know. Write me an email and say, hey, don't pick up that puppy. It's not a puppy. It's not the correct one. Chase, I would feed them. I'm telling y'all. See, I'm not the only one. My family's not only the weird ones. They said they were ugly pups. Creepy looking. Huh, Michelle? This time of year, they'd probably be looking for a cave to make a den in for protection against the weather. Wig, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. They'd be nesting up. But then it has me, like I said, wondering, where's the den at? Where's the nest at? If there's one around here, hey, one-man band. You know, if they're around here, are they, nesting and all these pups are in my woods? Like, they could go across the road. I'm fine with that. Just don't eat me. Don't eat my kids. And damn sure don't eat my dogs. Do I have caves around? I have lots of woods. I don't necessarily know about caves. I think I've got a creek or a stream not too far away. But caves, I'm not sure about. Caves and ley lines I keep being asked about. I don't really know. Haven't really looked into it. Somebody tell me how many people it shows we have in here, if you don't mind. On my side, it's saying 17. Abandoned structures? Well, yeah, I do live outside of town, so there probably are abandoned structures around here. Oh, 17. Okay. This is the most people I've ever had in a live stream at one time, y'all. 17 people, 17 likes. We're doing good. Whoop, whoop. That makes me feel good. I've accomplished something. Yay. I think later, guys, I think the Vault of Nightmares on his new channel, the one with the skull with the V, not his old channel, I think he will be going live later. I'm not sure, but Dogman Cams with DDoS may be going live later too. So, and if you have not joined Dogman Cams, dogmancams.com, it's $5.99 a month. You get to watch a cam in my backyard. It's cheaper than McDonald's. It's cheaper than a big old thing of toilet tissue. It's cheaper than some size 6 Pampers. You know, so if you'd like to join the community and watch my backyard with us and see all the strangeness that goes on, believe me, you're missing a whole lot if you haven't. And soon, yes, Doss was live earlier. He sure was. And soon, there will be more cams added up. And I'm talking about real soon. I'm not talking about soon like in 6 months. I'm talking about like real soon. We've already got one in. We just have to put it up. Camera may be down in a couple days, so we can, because we've got to swap a cam. Y'all may spot Vault running for his life. You may spot Vault running naked. That man does everything naked. It's nothing for him to walk through the house and be cooking bacon on the stove. Well, he hasn't done that in a while since, you know, things started really coming up to the house. But it was nothing for 3 o'clock in the morning. He'd be in there butt naked cooking bacon on the stove, frying him an egg, and having breakfast at 3 o'clock in the morning. And then hearing him go, ow, 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 ow. And you'd have to tell him, grease is hot, Vault. Grease is hot. You know. Yeah, start a Vault OnlyFans. Look, I'm telling you, he would. He is not bashful at all. Me, I've got to be covered up extremely well. Him, he could care less. He don't care who sees him. He does not care. He is not bashful. He will be in a room full of 1,000 people and moon everybody in the room. He does not care. Hey, Bilbo, how are y'all? We are doing good over here. Hey, Barry, how are you? You wish you wouldn't have heard that. Well, you get to ask him about it. Because you talked to him. But I'm telling the truth, y'all. He is not bashful. He is not bashful at all. I want to know who's going to be the victim and go out looking for a Dogman pup. Not me. Not me. I wonder, though, if they build a den, how big would the den be? Let's say if you have a dog woman and she's had 2 pups. I'm assuming the pups would be the size of a probably a full-size Yorkie, if not bigger, when born. And I'm talking about a big Yorkie or a Shih Tzu, maybe. And that's when born. Or a small goat, when born. That would have to be a decent-sized den. Just for them to be that little. And you know, like dogs, once they have babies and cats, you know, after a couple days, they move them. I wonder if she would move her pups as well. Or if she's just set in that one spot. Most likely some cave or cavern. I feel like that, like Cody's. And see, we do, or did, have coyotes around here. We had one actually coming up not too long before we put the cam up. But I have not seen it since. So I don't know if it moved on or what happened. Because in this state, everybody will shoot a coyote. They just do. I mean, you know, they come up, they steal your chickens and your dogs and attack your animals. And so here they kind of get rid of them. I hate to say it, but they do. Maybe that canine type of behavior. Bilbo said, I bet they birth at the same place every year and go back to the same place. That is a thought. Chase, tell her I said, hey. You better be treating her right, too, now. Carol said, we need predators to keep nature balanced. Yes, we do. But why do they have to be so big? Do we really need extremely huge predators? I thought lions and tigers and bears, oh my, was enough. We have snakes and gators. That's plenty for me. Spiders, done. But coyotes, I think they're kind of cute, actually. Barry said, I'm thinking if caves or abandoned human structures aren't available, going underground will be high on the list as well. See, I was thinking more of underground myself, or them digging out like a tunnel. Like, think of a fox. That's what I was thinking. But, who knows? Like I said, it just made me think about all the missing people and the missing hunters and the missing hikers, and wondering, is this plausible to where this is what's happening to them, and why we're not finding any evidence of where they were, where they have been, or what happened to them? Could it be because, and I will say this, could it be because a Bigfoot mama got aggressive with her babies? And the hiker got too close. And, she became, they say, Bigfoot, some sources say Bigfoot is close to humans. I'm not going through the whole Gigantopithecus, and we're not going through all that. Neanderthals and all that. We're not going to do that. But just saying that they say Bigfoot is close to a human, Homo sapiens, to a human species. If that's the case, does that mean they're cannibalistic too? To our kind? Are they eating us as well? But that's a whole different show. Bigfoot's a different show than Dogman. But it makes you think. A 10x6 hole. Let me go back and read. One Man Band says, my parents' house looks over a bluff that looks over a river, and we have coyotes that den nest in these rocks. They also are around in certain times of the year. Like now, they aren't there. Freddie said, I think the problem is that out of the list of critters, spiders probably kill more people than all of them. True. Vamp said, I'm a fan of hyenas. They're so freaking cute. I know, I like coyotes, and I actually like foxes too. I think foxes are absolutely adorable. One Man Band, I was thinking some squatchy stuff going on because they've been gone for a while now. Possums, raccoons, numbers aren't up either. Shell said, it would depend on the other predators around, and would think move right after give birth due to blood, afterbirth fluid, some kind of ground in, smallish. Yes, that's pretty much, you're on the lines with my thinking. You're on the lines with my thinking. That's what I'm thinking happened with the mama dog and the 9 to 12 puppies that I found on down from the trash dump when I was helping with the animal shelter. Her den looked, I'm going to say, pretty clean. So I'm assuming that she had them somewhere else, probably up there at the trash heap, and moved them there. And I think she had been there for a couple of days, because the pups looked a couple of days old. And then I assumed she would be moving them again. Because it looked like we had found 2 on down from where she was, not 1 but 2. So I'm assuming it wasn't nothing wrong with them, because we checked them over. So I'm assuming she was in the middle of starting to move them again, still thinking they were still too close to the trash heap. So I'm wondering if Dogman, Dog Lady doesn't move them as well, especially after the initial giving birth. But give it a couple days and then move again. But I can't imagine her doing that also, because of how big they must be and how big she is. Finding a place that's sizable enough for them has got to be hard. unless she has made one ahead of time or made 2 areas ahead of time to be able to move her babies. Let's see. Yeah, it makes sense. Lakaya somewhere out of the way. I'm pretty sure wolf pups' eyes open sooner than domestic dogs. Those pups can be on the move sooner. Yes, exactly. Exactly. But like I said, it was just a Dogman pup theory that I had. I want to discuss with y'all and see what y'all thought about it and get y'all's perspective on it. Because it kind of, especially with this cam in my backyard, it kind of weirded me out a little bit thinking, you know, everybody's like, oh, there's a Dogman back there. I'm not saying there is. I'm not saying there's not. I'm saying what you as the subscribers have stated, that y'all think there's a Bigfoot back there and y'all think there's a Dogman back there. Well, if there is a Dogman, we do not know if it is male or female. And that got me to thinking, after I had a dream about those puppies that I helped rescue, what would happen if it was female? Freddie said, okay, the other thing is wolves, coyotes, wild dogs, they will go deep into the woods and far, far away from people during breeding and pup season. So if it is a female, then there's a good chance that they will not be up close by the house. That makes me feel a little bit better. Hopefully that statement is true, because that does make me feel a lot better. Has Vault found any more footprints? I have no idea. I have no idea. Look, the only times in the past few weeks that I've actually gotten to see Vault is when we did that drive. And when he's supposed to go live, he has worked his tail off doing live streams, working on projects behind the scenes, working on equipment, trying to get things ordered up and going, figuring out who's getting what equipment is going where, how he plans on doing it, talking to people, still talking to people about encounters, going over evidence and pictures. That man has been busy. So literally, I have been falling asleep at night by myself in the bed while he's still up working. Like, y'all, he's not coming to bed till after 3 in the morning, and then he gets up and goes again at 8. I literally have not hardly seen him. So I don't know what he has, what he doesn't have, what he's found, what he's seen. Have no idea. Remember that guy in Taylor, Mississippi found a den on the side of a hill on his property, David said. Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. You're right. Interesting. See, my house, where the camera's at in my backyard, is downhill. That's like the flat part of downhill. My house sits, let's say, on half of the hill. And then above my house, where the road is uphill. So my house is literally on the side of a hill. So, and then we have woods that's where the camera is. To the right, there's woods all through there. Then what y'all see all to the front is woods, and then what you see all to the left is woods. So it's literally, the camera's literally sitting in a box of woods, except for the back side of the camera that you can't see is where my house is. But my house is on up a hill a little bit. Like it's at a diagonal up a hill from the camera. Would think they stayed away from the house unless food sources get hard to find. Oh, I hope not. They can eat anything they want to out there in those woods as long as it's not my kid or my animal. Go for it. Just don't come up here. Please don't come up here. I already keep my doors locked. I don't know what else to do. At nighttime when it starts getting dark, which I know they can come out in daytime too, but I'm telling you, when it gets dark, my back door and my front door are locked. My windows are locked. And I am in my bedroom usually. This is like, my bedroom's like my safe haven. It's my comfy spot. It's where I work, I stretch out, I talk, I chat, I live stream so y'all can see my beautifully dark headboard. At least this time though, I think I figured out how to do a thumbnail. Ooh. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, I'm playing with the background. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. We have our bubbles back. Y'all, it's going to take me forever to figure out this phone, no lie. I'm never going to get it figured out. We'll just put it back on bubbles, give y'all something to look at. I don't know how to get a picture up here from my phone. Thank you that you love the bubbles. I meant to put them on earlier and forgot until just now. But I don't know how to get a picture up there from my phone. I don't really have an option. So, the new doggy, the stray one that we kept, well, y'all could probably hear her sometimes on the cam. That's usually when I've walked away from her, or one of the kids that went out there to play with her and they've walked away from her. And she'll go to barking, but she's been good so far. She's just skinny. Did I get a new phone? Okay. Here's the thing about the phone. Yes, I got a new phone. I actually got a Motorola G6. And I have a problem with it. I have two problems. The first problem is it started fighting my SIM card. And we don't know why. It acted like my SIM card was not made for that phone. It is. It came with the phone, put in the phone when I got it. And it was fighting with it. We think we finally got it fixed because the company said no, they would not take it back since I opened the phone. And they wouldn't refund me, which really teed me off, but it is what it is. And then now I have service at my house on the phone, but if I go to town, I have no service. I get no service nowhere except for one teeny tiny corner of McDonald's for 2.2 seconds, or at my home. Those are the only two places I can use my phone, because everywhere else it can't find a tower to hit off of. So basically my phone does me no good. I have to either stay at home and use it, or that's it. So I don't know what to do with it. I'm almost to the point of just sitting it aside, saying the hell with it, saving up again, and getting a totally another phone. And this time go with a Samsung. And just being done with it. I know I should have got the Samsung in the beginning. That's what I wanted. But I didn't at the last minute, and now I'm regretting every single bit of it. So now I'm pretty much to the point of ground zero, starting all the way back over. So I can live stream, and that's about it. I can get on the net as long as I'm sitting right by the router. Thank goodness the router's in my room. But that's about it. It's a paperweight. I can't really do much with it. I can't do what I need to do with it. Because what I wanted to do with it was I wanted to take it with me and be able to do a lot more live streams and shorts and videos on the go. So y'all could see more behind the scenes, be included more with what we do, get to see more than what y'all do get to see now. which Vault's rectifying that for his channel, and that's fine. But I wanted just to use my phone. I wanted to keep it plain, simple, use my phone, chat with y'all, and let that be it. But so now, like I said, I've got to start all the way back over, saving up. And that's going to take me a while, because it took me a while to save up the first time. And thanks to Bumkiss for helping me out to be able to get, he donated so I could get me a new phone. But I feel bad because now the phone I've got, I can't really use unless I'm at the house. So, have we been back to the property last 2 days? Chase, I have not. I have not left. The catalyst is I've had a Samsung phone for the past 10 years. I know. Y'all are making me so jealous. That's what I want. That is what I want. I want a Samsung so bad. I'm about to cry, y'all. I want a Samsung. I need a cigarette on that one. I'm not supposed to be smoking, but I'm going to. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Anybody else got anything to add to the Dogman discussion? Or are we done with it? Because I'm telling you, Vaught will probably bring it up later. He'll probably go back, watch my stream, and bring it up on his show. And probably add a lot of things that I didn't think about to it. He's good at that. I'm surprised he hasn't showed up. He's probably still asleep. Y'all, he's kicked back in his recliner right now, sound asleep. My last 3 have been Samsung. It sounds like the Motorola may only be working where it connects to Wi-Fi. I don't know. Chase P.S. got to go hunting today. Got in the stand at 2 a.m. Man, that felt amazing. Missed it so much. Well, I hope you had fun hunting, Chase. I haven't been in a while. I didn't get to go last year. I have an S8 Edge sitting in a box that came in since I got the S10 2 years ago. Oh, wow, Catalyst. If I found one, would I raise it? Well, if I'm actually being honest, speaking from myself, yeah, probably. Oh, Catalyst, really? Oh, that would be amazing. Email me at lakayatucker@gmail.com and we'll get together over that. Rock on. But would I probably raise a Dogman pup? You know, I would probably be the fool that didn't realize it was a Dogman pup. My email is lakayatucker@gmail.com. That is lakayatucker@gmail.com. And some of my shows have the Lakaya Show @gmail.com on it. That's an old email. Do not use that email. I won't get it. I can't get back into it. I've got to go back and change those on my videos. I did not know that Gmail was still up there. I'd forgotten actually all about it, and I can't remember anything to sign into it with. I've tried, so I said, I'll just, lakayatucker@gmail.com, that's actually my personal email, and I decided, well, I'm just going to use it and be done with it. You know, I'm putting my life out there for everybody anyway, so why not just use my personal email too? I have nothing to hide. I am me, and me is who I am. So, there's nothing in my past that I regret or am ashamed of. Well, I have one regret. I have one major regret. But there's nothing other than that I'm ashamed of. So, if they find info on me, it is what it is. That's the way I see it. Hopefully it's good info, but I'm not scared. Vamp will tell you. Anybody that talks to me behind the scenes will tell you, what you get online is what you get behind the scenes. I'm dark, sarcastic, love to laugh though, love telling dirty jokes, love hearing dirty jokes. I love my music, I love to read, and I love discussions about stuff. Oh, thank you, Catalyst. I owe you one, I really do. Help said, damn right. Like I said, and with her, the same thing. What you get is what you get. She is her and I am me, and we are just us. That we don't play and we don't pussyfoot around. We are who we are. Right on, Lakaya, do you, girl? That's right. The way I see it, I'm 39 years old, y'all. I have nothing but a past behind me and the future to look forward to. So, nobody is going to mess up my peace and happiness for the rest of my life. I don't care what they try. It's my choice to be happy, and damn it, that's what I'm going to be. Not saying it's not going to be hard, but they're not going to take my happiness away, period. I don't care what they do. Because I'm still going to sleep good at night. I'm still going to eat good. That's right, Shell. Love it or leave it. Exactly. Off. I don't know why this alarm on this phone is set for something, but something's telling me, hello, get off the phone, lady. Get off the phone. I'm like, no, but I'm talking to my peeps. This is my fam. But like I said, Boss should go live later. I don't know what time he's going live tonight. I know he's going live. And I know that he's got coming down the pipeline sometime soon will be... I know he's not doing the second part of Return to Booger Valley until he reaches so many subscribers. I know that. I think he's going to put up Return to Booger Valley, though, if he hadn't already. And then I know he's working on an evidence video. He's got Chase's video to work on when Chase is ready. He's got his live and call show he does now. And he's working on something else, and that's just content. That's not even working on the cameras and the equipment and recording and going and coming and doing things. So, you know, he's got that coming up. And like I said, D-Doss is over at Dogman Cams. I don't know if he'll go. I know he was live earlier because I was in chat, but I don't know if he's going back live tonight or not, or if he's dropping more content. I'm not for sure. I think he said something about he may go live later. But like I said, if you haven't already and you want to watch the cams, and there will be more cams being put up soon, join dogmancams.com. The best $5.99 you can spend if you're looking for evidence. And it's not that, it's not that it's not there. It's you're getting to be a part of the research. You are the researchers. You are getting to help see these things in it. Because we can't sit here and watch this all the time. We need your guys' help. Y'all are what's leading this expedition, this project. That's what y'all don't understand. It is people like the subscribers that are catching these things and catching the anomalies is how we're able to bring evidence forth and provide them for the ones that can't watch it. So, like I said, and don't forget to join IamDarkWaters.com if you haven't already. He's been putting up amazing content over there. Awesome stories, some of the best content around you could ever hear. That man is a master storyteller. And then we have Chaos Theory Productions, he just dropped a new show with an impromptu truth. I think it's about UFOs. I haven't gotten to listen to it yet. I liked it, but I haven't got to listen to it yet. That's what I was going to listen to this weekend. And I'll be sure, like I said, to check out Impromptu Truth. He has amazing interviews on his channel. And then we have Thaddeus Cray, our own West Vic, of course, you know, the producer of Dogman Cams and Sean G Chasing the Truth, who is awesome and has the best show too. He gets amazing call-ins. Sean is such a sweetheart. And he's got his own near-death experience stories and his own little anomalies going on in his house. You never know what's going to happen at his house and what him and Miss T might catch on cam. They've got some strange stuff going on. You think our backyard's something. Sean's house is something too, let me tell you. It'll make your hair curl up. Your toes wiggle. Whew. Give you the shivers. I seen a picture he shared that showed like a little person or a little head or something in the picture. It was, ooh, like something watching him. A little visitor. Well, guys, I think I'm about to cut this so I can get it put up. Hi, that's my hand. Thank you all for joining. Like I said, thank you, Catalyst, again. Email me and I'll get with you about that. What do brownies look like? Well, we have a brownie. Usually, though, when we see him, we just see a flash of his knees and feet to the floor. And he's actually like the color of tree bark, if that makes sense. Kind of wrinkly. But you'll catch a flash of little feet, but something usually comes up missing. Usually it's keys or change. But he also likes to take jewelry. Y'all seeing the dust on my headboard, or is that a scratch? Scratches. It's not from me, I swear, y'all. Don't get no ideas. Give y'all a heart in the dust on my headboard. That tells you I need to clean it. But I will let y'all go. Thank you for joining again. Like, comment, subscribe, and please share if you haven't already. And I will see you guys later at Vaults. Have a wonderful night.